Last time on Dual Destinies. Hiya, it's Athena! In case you missed anything, it's time to fill you in on this case. Mr. Wright is the bomb! He exposed Mr. Tonate's lies and dismantled the situation, leaving Winston Payne in a Winston pickle. And I just stood there while he kept slamming his desk over and over and over. But that's okay, because it turns out that everything leading up to the bombing happened in the reverse order. Talk about order in the court. But I sense that we're not out of the woods yet. Can Mr. Wright keep up the pace before this bombshell of a case blows up in our face?
Spoiler alert, no!
Quiet, Widget. Anyway, find out on Ace Attorney Dual Destinies next!
It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report... Ah, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was Ted Tonate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim?
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday.
It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
Oh my!
Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with a victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime. Courtroom number 4!
Ag! Invalid formatting.
Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial.
Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please.
My testimony? There is no need for invalid text formatting.
He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head.
Because all I did was transport the bomb to the 3 courtroom. I already told you. Your formatter.
Blast this thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection! You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection! Tisk tisk. Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
What now, Mr. Payne?
Yes, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonate had the chance, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate?
Oh, yes. That's right! I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm.
Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us in the right direction.
Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury. All you would need is a flat surface, right?
A heavy blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm?
I believe I can. Believe being the key word here.
You can?
Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonate have that could have been used as the murder weapon? What did Mr. Tonate have that could have been used as the murder weapon? I'd say we have something in our inventory, namely, this bomb transport case! Transport case. Just kidding.
Take that! This must have been the murder weapon!
Huh? Don't be ridiculous.
Aha! You fell right into my trap. So you confirm that this piece of evidence was not the murder weapon. That narrows my candidates down by 1!
I hope you don't intend to answer by process of elimination, Mr. Wright.
Because if you do, prepare to see me do more of this to you. Oh no! Not a guilty verdict! Ah! It happened! That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods. That's right, you're stupid.
My brother is avenged, Mr. Wright!
Freak!
Mr. Tonate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
You had this.
That's the bomb! I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
The bomb blast, no. But I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head! Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to the back of head caused by impact with a flat object. We assumed she sustained this injury when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern! What in the world is wrong with him?
Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
Ugh, he's right. I don't have anything decisive.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad. The bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom! Game over. Yeah!
Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo?
I don't see any blood or anything.
Wait, the timer display's a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head.
That's definitely a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count. Either way, we're fucked.
I guess you're right.
By setting off the bomb, Tonate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things that he did hide. Ted Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonate had to hide.
The photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonate had to hide is Apollo's. So there's a couple photos here. Dang it! It's one of these. Duh. It's not the diagram. I wanted to present the HH-3000 bomb, but we can't do that. So it's probably the courtroom bombing photo.
Take Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial.
Hey, you're right. And if we can figure out where that hiding place was?
Bingo. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So, where could Mr. Tonate have hidden the body during the trial?
Where could Mr. Tonate have hidden the body in the trial? This is an easy one. Inside the bomb transport case. Transport. Once again, I'm just kidding.
Take that! Wait. A box big enough for a body. A box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it! Mr. Tonate!
What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me?
No, you're the one who's going to show it to me.
Come again?
Did I stutter? Now come on! Show me what's inside that bomb transport case!
What? Why? No! There's no need!
I have you now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial?
Ah, I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is right here! Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact!
No! That's, completely false.
If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us what's inside your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we?
Hold it.
What?
Let's not. Not if you value your life.
What's he up to now?
Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What?
What the fuck?
I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes.
What's going on?
Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me? Nobody threatens the beard.
Heh heh heh. I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me.
But Mr. Tonate, didn't you say that's just a training model? A fake to practice on?
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000.
But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it?
How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up courtroom number 4?
Uh-huh.
The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one. One that I made.
What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4.
But Mr. Tonate, please be reasonable! Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that?
The HH-3000. It is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. So, I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there?
Nah, I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out?
No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it.
So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time!
You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time.
Order in the court!
I'm out of here! It's gonna blow! Run! Bastard!
You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave?
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day...
The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. And Mr. Payne...
That is... Oh, my giddy aunt!
And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
Oh, it'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it?
But the bomb might really go off.
Only 3 more minutes, folks.
Is that bomb really the HH3000? What should I do?
What should you do, run like a yellow-bellied chicken, or stand your ground? You know, a lot of you are gonna want this, so we will just go ahead and run away like a yellow-bellied chicken!
No! I can't do that. I can't run. Not now.
Mr. Wright, that look on your face. You weren't thinking of running away like a yellow-bellied chicken, were you?
Boss, I never would have expected that from you.
Oh, fuck, she's pissed again. Jesus, Athena, I only thought about it for a second.
Unacceptable, Mr. Wright. If you think about running away again, I will be forced to throw you out of this courtroom.
To be honest, I wish you would, Your Honor. I'd better reconsider my next course of action. What should I do?
Okay, you guys wanted to see it and it was entertaining, so stand my ground.
I can't run now.
Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere, Tonate.
Oh?
Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake.
Are you sure, Mr. Wright?
More of your famous bluffing, even at the risk of your own life.
Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now, not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here.
I'm not bluffing, and I have proof.
You do?
You've known me for a long time, Your Beardness. Of course I do. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH3000!
Really? Out with it then, immediately! Where's the proof that what Mr. Tonate is holding is not the real HH3000? The proof is right here in the crack.
Take that! The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo was broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display of the bomb in front of us is not broken.
Ah, you're right.
Therefore, this is not the real H-3000. Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb and the stuffed animal. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes! Fear not, Your Honor! I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself!
Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright.
No! Stop!
What is that? Is that a bloodstain?
Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate! I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm! How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence?
Dismantle it? You're too late! You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HH-3000 is about to explode!
Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake!
It's real! This bomb is the real thing, I tell you! It's real!
Mad Bomber, party of one, your table's ready.
There's no time left! It's going to blow! I have to disarm it! I have to take it apart! I can dismantle anything! I can take apart evidence! I can take apart bombs! I can dismantle it all! Dismantle, 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 dismantle! I'm not gonna make it! Only one thing left to do! Stop! Made it!
Game over.
Dismantle
attempt failed.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs I disarmed on the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why?
Tad Tonate, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Woods' verdict. Not guilty. Court is adjourned.
You did it, boss!
Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow.
So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing!
It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it?
That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightails it out of here, that was great!
Mr. Wright, Athena, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm really grateful.
I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace.
I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime.
That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation, Miss Woods.
I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you can make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie?
Around 3,000 feet, I think. It's not that bad, is it?
What? Screw that shit! That's no forest, that's a mountain!
Oh, come on!
But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery we never got around to solving.
Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that, too. Is this the unsolved mystery you're thinking of?
The unsolved mystery is the remote switch. What the freak happened to that thing?
Take that! The remote switch, right?
Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tonate just got rid of it somewhere.
Yeah, it is a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, in any case, it's not our problem now, so let's just leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict.
I guess you're right. Hey, I know. Junie, should we go and report the good news? You know, to that certain someone.
Okay.
Huh? Her grandmother?
No, you silly! To Apollo!
Oh, right, him. Well, why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him?
Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind.
Okay.
And so, the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Cykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait! What do you mean by leave?
If there's anything we can do to help, at least tell us.
I can only say, this is something I must settle on my own.
But, well, alright then.
Apollo.
Trucy, don't. I think this one's out of our hands.
Why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out? What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you changed. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching Dual Destinies Case 1. Just a reminder, there's a voting for Best Voice Actor of the case in the bottom description there, so everybody eligible is there. Vote in the comments, say who you thought did the best job. They're eligible for a prize and a promotion video. If you've seen Apollo or Trials and Tribulations, I'm keeping with this tradition. So, thank you once again, everybody, for watching Case 1. This is a phenomenal case. I gotta say, definitely... probably the best put together case I've done thus far. Dual Destinies has turned out amazing, and there's more to come in Case 2. Coming soon! Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys on the next case in Dual Destinies!